Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Last week I unboxed this new Nintendo 3DS XL Pikachu Yellow Edition. Today I want to do an updated video because I found out a couple issues on this device. Also, I want to talk about my user experience on new 3DS XL. Before we start, first thing I want to talk about is the display. Last week after I published my unboxing video, I went to YouTube and checked other people's unboxing. In the comment section, I found out that a lot of people are talking about this IPS and the TN display. And to be honest, this is actually the first time I heard those two terms. So I went online, do some research, and find out that Nintendo actually used two different displays on their 3DS. From my understanding, IPS has better color and look nicer. Also, it has a wider view angle. So if we take our device and turn like this, if this is IPS, the color should not lose. And on the contrary, if it's a TN, it does not look as good as IPS. Also, if we turn the device, we will see the color lose. Also, TN is cheaper. But it does consume less power, so that means you are going to have a better battery life. So it sounds like a PS Vita 1000 and 2000 issue. I mean, 1000 has this OLED screen, looks a lot better, and 2000 has this cheap LCD, which does not look as good as OLED, but it does has better battery life. But the difference is when you buy Vita, you are going to know what you are going to get. If you buy 1000, then you for sure got OLED. If you got 2000, then you're going to get a cheap LCD. But the problem for the 3DS is you don't know what you are going to get. For the same model, some people could get a IPS, but the other person might get a TN. And I even heard sometimes they use both TN and IPS in one device. So it's really like a lock base. You don't know until you got it. After I found this out, I checked what I actually got, and I think I got both TN here. And but to be honest with you guys, I don't really care that much, because just like I said in my PS Vita buying guide, I don't think the difference between both should be like black and white to color. So this should not be an issue for me. So this is just something I want to point out since I did not turn on my device when I did unboxing. So if you are just curious what I got the TN for both. Now let's talk about the issue I found on this device. So if we look at the hinge here, you can see I can't move my screen. Move to here, and you see there's a little bit of space here, and it's not really seamless. At first I thought this is an issue on every 3DS, then I took my original 3DS and found out there's no such issue. So apparently this only happened on this new 3DS XL model. But I think there's something probably just minor. Until I start playing games, I always hold my device like this, and I will just accidentally move to here and accidentally move to here, and it's really annoying. And I don't know in the long term will this kind of break something. And if we took like this, we're just going to move down and switch, let's just move to the other side. So I will say that obviously Nintendo's quality control has some issue, and this is definitely something should not happen on the product. And another issue I found out is about the button here. I found out this new 3DS XL, if you press the button, anyone, they actually make a louder noise compared to the original 3DS. And I don't know if this just happened to me or every new 3DS has this issue, but I personally prefer the older one. I mean, today I was playing like a River City. I need to constantly press the button, and they actually make a lot of noise, and it's kind of bothering me actually. So those are two issues I found, and I want to say I was very excited when I got this special edition, but now I'm actually very disappointed. I mean, I spent $200 and I got like a defect item. So that's just how I feel. Now I want to talk about my user experience. I will say new 3DS XL has a lot of change. So first thing we look, they move the power button to here, and I want to say this is very small and very hard to press. Also, when the time I need to turn off my system, I always accidentally click the button on top. Same thing like here, if I want to remove it again, I will always accidentally click the button on the top. And for the stylus, I personally prefer the old way they put it in the side, because normally if I want to remove, I can remove here, and I still can kind of support here. Then if I need to move to the bottom, now you see here it's totally empty and it's kind of unbalanced. So I prefer the old way when they put it on the side. And I don't know why Nintendo decided to move everything to the bottom. I mean, for the user experience, I don't think there's any improvement on this. In the end of this video, I want to make a correction. So in my unboxing video, I was saying these 4 color button is only on this Pikachu Yellow Edition, and that's actually not correct. I think there are many new 3DS Special Edition has those 4 color button. I think they are just from like the original SNES controller. And it just happened Pikachu Yellow Edition is just one of the special edition use those 4 color button. And to be honest, I don't really think those 4 color really match this yellow thing. So it's just something I want to make correction. I think that's pretty much it for this update video. I mean, even though there are a couple issues on this device, I will still keep this one. Also, I will still keep my original 3DS. And I still do not transfer everything from here to the new 3DS XL. I probably will just keep it both separate. Once in a while, I might still play my original 3DS. Let me know if you have any question or concern, and leave a comment below, especially if you are the owner for this Pikachu Yellow Edition. Let me know if you have this hinge issue, because I actually saw other people have this issue too, and I'm afraid maybe everybody got exactly the same issue. Or maybe this is a future for this special edition, like a flexible hinge. You can move your screen around. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content in the future.